So, today our training module is project management. So, let us go through these nuances of the topic. So, what is project management? Project management is the application of processes, methods, skills, knowledge, and experience to achieve specific project objectives according to the project acceptance criteria within agreed parameters. Project management has final deliverables that are to be constrained to a finite timescale and budget. So, understanding project management. Over here, we are going into a bit detail of what is actually project management rather than the definition we had learned from the previous slide. So, generally speaking, the project management process includes the following stages: planning, initiation, execution, monitoring, and closing. From start to finish, every project needs a plan that outlines how things will get off the ground, how they will be built, and how they will finish. For example, in architecture, the plan starts with an idea, progresses to drawings, and moves on to blueprint drafting, with thousands of little pieces coming together between each step. The architect is just one person providing one piece of the puzzle. The project manager puts it all together. Every project usually has a budget and a time frame. Project management keeps everything moving smoothly, on time, and on budget. That means when the planned time frame is coming to an end, the project manager may keep all the team members working on the project to finish on schedule. So this is basically project management. That is, it doesn't involve only a single step, rather there are bits and pieces of the puzzles put together, like initiating the plan, putting everything, organizing the resources, and finally it is the project manager who studies each and every thing of the project, and he makes it the dream turn into reality. So this is the basic of project management. So, what are the core components of project management? First is defining the reason why a project is necessary, capturing project requirements, specifying quality of the deliverables, estimating resources and timescales, preparing a business case to justify the investment, securing corporate agreement and funding, developing and implementing a management plan for the project, leading and motivating the project delivery team, managing the risks, issues, and changes on the project. So over here we can see that executive plan is necessary for a project. It needs to have all the specific materials in case of a construction management project, or in case of an architecture, as we had said, preparing a full business study on this, owing to the legal implications, and having a great team ahead to manage all the risks, issues, and changes which are on the project, and the full support of the top level management must be taken as the core components of project management. Also, monitoring progress against plan, managing the project budget, maintaining communications with stakeholders and the project organization, provider management, closing the project in a controlled fashion when appropriate. Now the processes of project management, as we had already stated that project management comes with initiation, planning, executing, monitoring and controlling, and finally closing. So the types of project management, that is, many types of project management have been developed to meet the specific needs of certain industries or types of projects. First is the waterfall project management. This is quite a common example. That is, it is similar to traditional project management but includes the caveat that each task needs to be completed before the next one starts. Steps are linear and progress flows in one direction, like a waterfall, as you can see from the diagram given over here. So because of this, attention to task sequences and timelines are very important in this type of project management. Often the size of the team working on the project will grow as smaller tasks are completed and larger tasks begin. Next is Agile Project Management. The computer software industry was one of the first to use this methodology, with the basis originating in the 12 core principles of the Agile Manifesto. Agile project management is an iterative process focused on the continuous monitoring and improvement of deliverables. As its core, high quality deliverables are a result of providing customer value, team interactions, and adapting to current business circumstances. Agile project management does not follow a sequential stage by stage approach. Instead, phases of the project are completed in parallel to each other by various team members in an organization. This approach can find and rectify errors without having to restart the entire process. Now is lean project management. This methodology is all about avoiding waste, both of time and of resources. The principles of this methodology were gleaned from Japanese manufacturing practices. The main idea behind them is to create more value for customers with fewer resources. There are many more methodologies and types of project management than listed here, but these are some of the most common. The type used depends on the preference of the project manager or the company whose project is being managed. So let us break down this definition of risk, that is uncertain event or condition. Risks involved uncertainty, and if it occurs, the uncertain event or condition may or may not occur. If a threat occurs, it becomes an issue or problem. If an opportunity occurs, it becomes a benefit. So risks are things that may occur, issues and benefits are things that have occurred. So over here is a diagram which you can see that a risk has an amount of uncertainty involved in it. So with it, the project managers have to deal with this kind of risk and uncertainty which prevail over the environments. So who uses project management? Like anyone and everyone manages projects, even if they aren't formally called a project manager. Like we can say that there are formally projects crop up in every industries and business. For example, in transport and infrastructure, IT sectors, product manufacturers, building and construction, and also in finance and law. So any person who has involved himself or herself in some kind of a management technique, producing something, or who has been working over it for a better development is actually managing a project. And it involves not only in the business sectors or even in construction of like in EPC firms, but also presently used in the following firms as well. So for conclusion, we can say that project management is not a panacea, but rather a critical tool in the never-ending process of growth and renewal of the business. It allows the entrepreneur to minimize and mitigate inherent risks and increase the potential for success of the launch of the ongoing operations. So with this, we end our presentation over here for project management, and thank you all for your patient listening.